talk a little louder.
No. This is calming. This is bedtime music. This is bedtime stories.
You want some bedtime music?
Sure. I can't hear it anyway. I don't wear earphones. I don't want to mess up this great haircut.
So,
we'll get to it.
There you go.
So, welcome to Delco Ever After, where we reimagine some of the greatest fairy tale stories of all time as Delco as possible. A 610 twist on some epic fantasies. Hans Christian Andersen and Disney have nothing on us. This is going to be one of the more interesting concepts of an episode we've ever seen. I don't know if I can keep up this NPR voice. It's kind of pissing me off.
Don't.
It's literally pissing me off.
Please stop.
If this is a Delco story, nobody's going to be talking in that fashion.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone talk like that outside of, like, literally, like, about to get Narcan.
I feel like my mother was giving me, like, a lecture. Just a very monotone, stern lecture. You should not be doing that. Don't ever touch yourself in that way in public. People will look at you weird and think you're some kind of creepy weirdo. Don't ever do that again, because your grandmother will cry. She will roll over in her grave, yet she is not dead. Do not ever do that again.
You're the reason why the dinosaurs died.
He's a little specific, Al.
It may have happened once or twice in the
last his defense, he was watching bum fights.
I was watching bum fights and the channel changed. I was watching porn and bum fights turn on.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
The Miami Mangler against Homeless Hank.
It's funny.
Homeless Hank's a good fighter.
I wasn't going to stop and change.
That's what they call my left hand in high school.
Homeless Hank?
No, the Miami Hank.
I was going to say, I'll eat your fucking hand, Al.
I think I've had a dog for every time I heard that.
So, Al, I accidentally pissed off someone. A very nice person.
Wait a minute, hold on.
I know, accidentally.
I was going to say, since when it was an accident?
Yeah, so I'm an accidental douche instead of a standard douche like usual. What? So I didn't get a haircut in a long time, and I went and got one from Kathy, I think her name was, at Hair Cuttery in McDade Mall, and she was delightful. She was telling me all these stories about how she worked with Victory for Vincent and all that stuff, and knows headstrong, and she had a daughter who just had a grandkid that wasn't doing good but now is doing good, and all this, and it was great, and my haircut's fine, and I tipped her like almost 100% of it, like literally, like it was good. But I got home, and if you recall, I played a show in one of my bands on Saturday night.
Yes.
And if you don't know me, I have these extremely weird viral marketing moves that I do.
Yes.
Where I will just say random things.
But they work well.
Yes. But I will say random things to get people out. A lot of people haven't seen me in a while. I kind of tucked myself away. And all I decided to say was, guys, I just got the worst haircut. Just come check it out. Obviously, it's a great haircut.
Yeah.
And be like,
oh, so she was following you.
I guess so, because I think it was last night. She, like, threw a crying face at it. Ooh. And I was like, I feel like such a dick, because clearly it was a total joke, and if you don't know me, you won't get it.
She doesn't know you.
I guess not, but I did tell her to follow the show and all that stuff, and if she needed, like, help, we could help her out.
Ah, plug her. Go ahead, plug her. What's her name?
I said it was Kathleen.
Kathleen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spicer, maybe?
Okay.
At the Hair Cuttery in McDade Mall.
All right, so Haircut in McDade Mall.
Yeah.
That's
Great work.
Yeah.
She took her time. It was great work.
It was all viral marketing, nothing personal.
Oh, I think it's a great cut. And the joke was, I was hoping people would be like, that haircut's great. I'd be like, I fucking know. I was there. It was great.
It's on my head. Hello. Yeah. Real quick, I want to thank our sponsors over at John Morton's, Tumble In, and Marty McGee's, all Prospect Park, and all are freaking awesome. And also, you want real quick, I'll say it, we'll do it twice. This coming out October 3rd, I believe. Let's see, let me get the exact number.
That's next Friday. That's next Thursday.
October 3rd to the 6th is Oktoberfest.
Oh God, is that Marty McGee's again?
At Marty McGee's.
Doing the thing where they kill all the fucking kegs.
Yeah, no, that's the kick. That's the.
Is this where they had the pierogi eating contest?
Uh-huh.
God damn it, I'm not doing it.
Dude,
I might do
it's
it.
such a good time though. Aren't you playing there?
That's the 12th. I'm playing there.
Oh, okay. I thought you were playing there. Somebody gave me false information.
Fall Fest is. I mean,
Harvard Fest.
Harvest Fest.
Harvest Fest.
For those who don't know, I'm looking at Jim, and I'm calling him Jim because he screwed up. He's Delco Jesus when he does right.
Jesus was not infallible.
But yeah, check out all the great sponsors: Tumble In, 910 Chester Pike, John Morton's at 400 Lincoln Avenue, great roast beef, and then Marty McGee's 1110 Lincoln Avenue, home of Delco Day 3 and 4. As well as Oktoberfest
and Harvest Fest.
Oktoberfest is coming up from the 3rd to the 6th.
Featuring Sacco and Board as Hell.
Go to Go to their Facebook pages. Like Holbrook said, they have so many things lined up for Oktoberfest, and it is a great time.
Last year was fucking obnoxious, like how much shit they had. It was awesome. It was like literally.
I can see how your marketing's taken wrong.
I know, right?
It was so obnoxious how awesome it was.
I guess how if you don't know me, I sound like a douche all the time.
Yeah.
And if you know me, you know I'm a douche all the time.
Yeah. So the theme for tonight, we're telling Delco Baby, because you might not have heard Holbrook's very monotone, early NPR voice, but we're doing we're doing fairy tales with a Delco twist.
You know, just living in Delco every day is pretty much a fairy tale to me.
Yes.
I love it.
So I would say you're the best writer out of us all, by far.
I come from a long line of writers.
Yes. I feel myself being creative, but once I put it on paper, I can always second guess myself. So, and Delco Jesus is illiterate, so I don't know how this is going to work out.
I'm an amazing writer. I just can't read.
And write.
I can write.
You're like our Charlie from
His
Always
writing's
Sunny.
fine. His writing's fine.
All right, let's start with his then. You want to
Yeah,
start
all
with
right.
it? You want
All
to come out swinging?
I don't know if I want to start with mine.
Oh, he wrote it in pen.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I laughed at first.
I can't.
I typed mine out and changed everything like 7 times. So I feel like it's really good, but I feel like I'm going to let everybody down sooner or later.
All right, so between each
It's
one...
kind of like having sex with me. It starts off great, but I let you down.
I told a chick something like that over the weekend.
Okay.
She was like, I'm about to dump my boyfriend or some shit. I'm like, yeah, when you do that, let me tell you, I will take you on a one-way ticket to disappointment. I mean, Pound Town.
Good old disappointment.
Pretty much the same thing.
So we have a bunch of tossed out ideas that we did not get to give the time of day.
Okay.
Let's start out with the first one. We just have a name for it and a concept, and it could write itself.
Mm-hmm.
The hunchback that roots for Notre Dame, even though they're Italian and from Springfield.
I was going to say, like, is it Tony Roney from Springfield?
Yeah, it was going to be like Vincent DeSancta.
Yeah. Giovanni.
Yeah. Giovanni Cantanazaro.
Has a 4-leaf clover on his tattooed onto his calf.
Yeah, right next to like his mom's like fucking gravy recipe.
Yeah. Wearing the Italian horn.
Yeah, with the Godfather poster in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would pretty much be it. I also didn't write it because I don't remember what happens in the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame. Does he kill someone, or someone dies and they frame him?
I think somebody tries to frame him because the girl starts falling in love with him or something.
I
guess it depends if you watch the Disney version or not.
There's a lot of things, like, we named all these fairy tales, and it's actually really tough to actually remember what happens in them, and, like, other... Like, there's one about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm like, what the fuck happened in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
I don't know.
I don't remember the ending.
I can't watch.
won.
I can't watch those movies because they creep me out. Especially the one with Johnny Depp. That one creeped me out.
Because Johnny Depp's a loser.
Uncle Spiggy says we had a Sleeping Beauty situation happen last week, but it turned out that it was our dancer drank NyQuil and White Claws. So that can happen.
They are referenced in one of the stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to start off with story? We're going to let Jesus take this.
You started off.
He's all nervous now. Look at he's sweating. It's like it's hot.
He's
here.
fucking fidgety.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
I can't read!
This is the second best one I think I wrote.
And this is the guy it puts on the subtitles while I'm watching porn, too, so I don't know how you can't read.
Well, that's because I watch it in different languages.
Oh, okay.
I
A
wanna
lot
know
of Czech Republic porn.
I want to know what the mom and son are talking about.
Shh, your father can hear us. In Czech.
She's faking. This one's called Little Red Ridley Cop Car.
Little Red Ridley Cop Car. All
Yeah.
right, I like where this is going.
So the main character's name is Ridley Hood.
Really? Okay.
Ridley Hood was in charge of taking care. No, make it more majestic. We got the
Oh,
that
okay.
shit.
All right,
We got
all right.
that shit.
You won't be able to hear, but
I gotta go.
put your
Fuck, I got
headphones on so you can
distracted.
get into the mood.
No. Little Red Ridley Cop Car
That's actually working perfect.
by Hans Christian Holbrook.
Hansi
2009.
Christian Holbrook.
Ridley Hood was in charge of taking care of her grandmother, although she was actually siphoning off her Social Security benefits. Ridley Hood had to get from Primus Seacane at her unemployed boyfriend's house to Nifty Fifties to her grandmother's house near Eddystone. She was too drunk to drive, and she had crashed her grandmother's 1988 Buick Regal into the Ridley Marina the night before anyway, so she had to walk. She was paranoid, as she was bipolar and treating her mental illness with self-medication. Once she crossed South Ave, a Red Ridley Township cop car started following her. She was freaking out, as she has warrants. She continued to Academy Ave. The same Ridley cop car had been circling the block and slowly driving by her. She got to Nifty 50s to pick up her grandmother's order of a Texas Tommy and a black and white milkshake. She thought she had gotten the cop off her trail since she went into a business. She turns on to 420. Lurking out of the darkness of the Swiss Farms parking lot, it's the same Ridley cop car. She picks up the speed of her walk.
This is getting intense.
I know, dude. I started writing this, I'm like, damn, this is good.
Were you hard the whole time?
It was like a windsock type thing going on. Yeah. She picks up the speed of her walk, hoping to lose it when she crosses into Prospect Park. But no, it drives right through the flooded ditch in front of Marty McGee's, as there had been a slight drizzle earlier in the day. She pops into Marty McGee's because it's the greatest bar ever, and you should check it out at 1110 Lincoln Ave, Prospect Park, Pennsylvania, home of Harvest Fest 2019 on October 12th, featuring Sacco, Rambone, and Bored as Hell. She enjoys a very fairly and best poured pint of Guinness and Delco, and proceeds back on her trip. Yes, there's subliminal promotions in here.
I see this.
Yeah. She gets to Chester Pike. Turns right. Who's waiting there near the Domino's? The same Red Ridley cop car. She gets to her grandmother's house with the Nifty 50s, but there's no power. She goes to her grandmother's bed. The grandmother thinks she's crippled, but she isn't. She just claims she has fibromyalgia, that made-up disease from the commercials they air during Maury and Jerry Springer.
I'm waiting for somebody to go, it's real! It's real! Like,
I know.
I'm waiting for
I
that
kind of want it to fucking happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
She approaches her grandmother's bed. Remember, it's dark. But something seems off. She asks the figure on the bed, "Grandma, what big ears you have?" "All the better to listen for gunshots or fireworks, my dear."
And then post about it.
"Grandma, what big eyes you have?" "All the better to read angry food reviews on the Delco restaurant review, my dear." "Grandma, what big paws you have?" "All the better to trade in gold for cash with, my dear." "Grandma, what big teeth you have?" "All the better to eat you on a golf course with." At that moment, she realized this wasn't her grandmother. It was the Cobbs Creek Cougar. She screamed out for help, and in the darkness outside, the Red Ridley Cop Car turned on its lights and sirens and burst in the door. For the whole time, it was actually Animal Control looking for the Cougar the whole time. See, Ridley Hood is Italian and hadn't waxed her lips in a few weeks, so the cops thought she may have been the Cougar. But no, it was actually for some reason in her grandmother's bed, and it was for some reason able to talk. Everyone was fine. Even the grandmother had magically defeated
high.
Everyone was fine. Even the grandmother had magically defeated her epic fibromyalgia and was at Harris Chester spending her social security on slots, as it was the first of the month. They all lived Delco-ly ever after.
That's amazing. Can I have that? Can I just go home tonight and read that to my child?
Yeah, we can frame that one.
Alright, sweet.
That was amazing. The bar is set overly high now.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead, Jesus.
Shit.
Oh, let me give you some different music.
Yeah.
Here's one that we tossed out.
Okay.
And between them, I want to read out ones that we tossed out.
Fair enough.
The Little Spermaid.
The little sperm. Man.
It's an epic nautical tale of battling 476 traffic to get to the Planned Parenthood of media for a morning after pill. All I had written was, Areola was queen of the sea, Kane Station Bar. And then I ran out of ideas. We can try to take a stab at that one later.
I really like that one.
That's a good opening line.
That is a great, and it's just a great concept.
Areola, sea, Kane pun.
Yeah,
I dig it.
That's amazing.
And Jim, what's the name of yours?
Goldilocks and the Three Barnabys.
Perfect.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Goldilocks, and she went through a walk in Delco. Pretty soon, she came upon a house of the Three Barnabys. She went right in. When she walked in, she saw three... What the fuck did I write? 3 dumpsters.
3 dumpsters?
Yeah. This dumpster is too big to bang behind, she said. So she checked out the second one. This one is too small to bang behind, she said. So she came to the third one, and as she finished, she said, "Ah, this one is just big enough." So after that, she found 3 glasses. This one has too many roofies in it. She tried the second glass. This one has too few roofies in it. So then she tried the last one. This one is just right.
Just the right amount of drugs.
Goldilocks walked into the next room where she found 3 bags of drugs. So she cut up 3 lines. This one has too much fentanyl in it, she said. So then she tried the second one. This one has too much heroin in it, she said. So then she tried the third one. Oh, sweet Mary Mother of God, this is some grade A shit. So Goldilocks soon started to crash from her high and decided to find someone to go home with. The first guy she gave an OTPH day to had whiskey dick. The second guy she gave an OTPH day took too many of those gas station dick pills, and she was scared he was going to leave her way too sore. The third guy peaked in high school as the varsity QB and is now the assistant manager at a 24/7 hour gym. And she thought, this one is just right to leave me a single mom. Just then, the 3 Barnabys walked through the door, but one of them immediately dropped dead from an infestation of tatted up bros that left their Narcan at home. The end.
Dude, that's much better than you thought it was going to be.
Oh,
and you read it well.
Thank you.
I'm probably going to mess up reading it 6 times just because of my making fun of you.
I can't read my own handwriting.
What the fuck did I write? I think I actually should put that into the story because it sounds better.
Yeah.
Next.
You want to toss one?
Yes.
I just wrote Sleeping Beauty, but she gets Narcan.
The end.
The end.
The end. She's like sleeping in the middle of McDade Boulevard.
Yeah. It's Gritty's birthday if we're talking about magical things.
I know.
It is. Happy birthday, Gritty.
You want to read yours out, or you want another
I
one?
guess
You want more ice broken?
All right, I guess I'll break it. I'll finally do it.
I'll go for it.
All right, then you go for it.
Because yours is... I have a short one. This one isn't good.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote this one last.
Perfect. It's good setup for mine because mine's not that good.
I wrote it on the fly. It's not good. It's actually basically something I did when I was 16. It's actually real.
Somebody says they think they graduated from high school with golden locks.
I dig it. This one is called Alice in Westchester Pike. Alice was a naive but friendly 23-year-old freshman at Upper Darby High School. One day, Alice is on her way from her house in Stonehurst to the school on Lansdowne Avenue. She usually cuts through Naylor's Run and smokes a tinny of low-grade middies. She gets all the way to the park and forgets she's out of shit weed she buys from her uncle that probably isn't her actual uncle, just lives on the couch in their house. Out of the shrubbery near the tennis courts pops out State Road Stacy, local crackhead and legendary prostitute. State Road Stacy sees that Alice is in need of some mind-altering substances so she can get through the day of riots and people kicking each other in their pregnant stomachs at Upper Darby High School.
Well, these fairy tales are so up to date.
You'll see. State Road Stacy gave Alice a special baggie of her magical low-grade middies that were weighed down by spraying Raid Ant Killer on them. Alice started to walk towards the trestles, continuing her trip, pun, to school, when the laced-out weed hit her like reality hit Antonio Brown. She started seeing trails and hearing static. From out of the gross waters of the Darby Creek popped out a Mad Hatter, who was actually just a hippie wook that lives under the bridge on Cos Creek Golf Course, hole number 4. He had his Dark Star Orchestra 2011 tour shirt on, and asked Alice to follow him to a tea party. She followed him all the way through Karakong to Westchester Pike. The tea party, I wrote that wrong. The tea party she sat down at was made up of all sorts of majestic creatures one would find on a Westchester Pike. A degenerate Irishman in a soccer jersey. A dickhead employee from Taco Bell that carries his phone around playing his mixtape. An old lady who goes to Pika's every day for the same thing. A 36-year-old in a 5X plain t-shirt with a throat tee.
What does she go to Pika's for?
She goes there every day. She goes, I've been going here every day.
And she eats the same thing every time?
Yeah, that's what there's real people who do that.
I know.
They're fucking weird and old.
I just want to kind of know what it was, but cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just get the pizza. A 36-year-old in a 5X plain t-shirt with a throat tee. and at the head of the table is Mike Chitwood. He yells, "Not my town, scumbag!" and everyone rearranges their seats. The whole event gets too weird for her, and she begins to bug out. She can't handle this dank bud. She gets to the field behind Upper Darby High School, but she's late, and way too high to deal with school today. So she climbs into a magic sewer pipe, which delivers her to the Clifton Field. She is disappointed, because now it is still technically an Upper Darby High School field. She gets mad and goes on a Facebook message group to complain about it, and she is called a racist by a stranger.
The end.
And she lived Delco ever after.
She lived Delco ever after. You have one that didn't make the grade? Where we just...
Snow White and the 7 Lines on a Urinal.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That one kind of writes itself.
That's just every
Yeah,
weekend.
I forgot what happened in Snow White.
I think so does Snow White.
Well, that'll happen after 7 lines off a urinal.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of shit that happens after 7 lines off a urinal.
Another one that did not make the cut, Peter Narcan.
Peter Narcan. Yeah, that just works.
Couldn't remember what happened in Hook.
I could.
I guess you get hooked.
How do you think... Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
How does he J.O.? He has another arm.
Apparently, the whole point of Peter Pan is like the Lost Boys are children that died in infancy. That's why they never grow old, and he was like the king of the dead babies.
It's like high school all over again.
So that's the moral of the story.
In my defense...
I thought it was about Nazis.
I just saw somebody who was telling a story.
No.
I didn't know there's more to it. Let me see if I only got some stuff here. It's Snow White at an unnamed bar on Woodland Avenue in Collingdale.
Oh, like they have urinals.
They don't have urinals there.
You pee in the trough.
Come on, let's be realistic, people. We're telling fairy tales here. You ready for mine?
Yeah.
All right.
What's the name of this one?
All right, hold on. Some little music, little ambiance. All right, this is the 3 Little Slam Pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little slam pigs. Wait, what? A slam pig? What's a slam pig? Let me explain this first. For those who are not versed in the Delco vernacular, a slam pig is a short, squatty little thing that will do anything or anyone to make themselves feel better at the cost of others.
I believe someone called them a slump buster.
Yes, slump buster would also be a term to use. They will allow themselves to be used to be the victim or make others feel bad for them. So that's your slam pig. There were 3 such little slam pigs named Jamie, Heather, and Ronnie with an I.
I love that you picked the other 3 generic Delco women's names, that I chose the other 3 for my next one.
We're like that.
Yeah.
We're like that.
Yeah.
By the way, we didn't read these yet, so these are all the same, with all the same middle name, Lynn with a Y.
Of course.
Yes. They all had a friend named Rebecca. Rebecca was a sweet, innocent, pretty, thin young girl with a boyfriend named Rob. Rob was a douche. And he called himself the Wolf and drove a sweet 1999 Ford Mustang. Obviously,
He called himself the Wolf.
the Wolf.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, Rebecca had self-esteem issues. Nobody knows or cares to know why he called himself the Wolf, because he was practically hairless. The guy's a tool. That's what I'm trying to say here. Wolf was not a good boyfriend and constantly tried to cheat on Rebecca, but nobody else wanted to hook up with a guy that calls himself Wolf.
Some deep character development.
The only ones who knew are the 3 little slam pigs. They saw Rebecca was happy and needed to ruin her relationship and forever cockblock their quote-unquote friend.
I saw she was happy.
They don't tell Rebecca because they like to see her hurt and miserable like them. Unfortunately, Wolf was a failure even at hurting Rebecca. One day, at a far-off place lost in time called Barnaby's of Ridley on the boulevards of McDade, Rebecca was out drinking with her 3 friends and the Wolf. As the Wolf and Rebecca drank and made out awkwardly at the bar, making the slam pigs jealous. They knew that a few more Jaeger bombs and they could huff and puff and blow this dude without their friends knowing and ruining the relationship. Jamie was the first to pounce.
Oh my god.
She snuck him behind a dumpster and threw an old tablecloth over them and tugged, pulled, and yanked until the wolf huffed and snarled and blew his goo, knocking the sheet, exposing the two of them. The wolf ran awkwardly in his skinny jeans before Jamie could take a selfie of her jacking this douche. She failed, and the other pigs laughed at her. A little later, Rebecca heard her favorite song and had to hit the dance floor.
What was her favorite song, Al?
I don't know. She heard it. Heather seized her opportunity. She wanted to take advantage of the situation. She offered Wolf hand jibbers. He rolled his eyes and said, "As long as I can continue to vape, whatever." Yeah, go ahead. Jesus, keep vaping.
I feel personally attacked.
You don't use whatevs though, so it's not
At me
you.
next time.
Yeah.
Ew.
She took him behind the same dumpster, but used a bunch of old Vladdy boxes to shield what was happening. Heather tugged, pulled, and yanked until the wolf huffed and snarled and blew his knocking all the Vladdy boxes everywhere, spilling the wolf's drink and exposing themselves to the two other piggies. The wolf ran before Heather could add this to her Instagram story. Rebecca would not find out. Rebecca later retreated to the ladies' room to purge her jello shots from earlier that evening. Ronnie with an eye came up with a plan. She saw the other two, what the other two did, and did not want to screw up. She continually hit on Rob, but he could care less about her advances. She fed him Irish car bombs until he was talking with an Irish brogue. He was Polish and German, for anyone who's keeping track of this. She finally pushed him into the bathroom stall and tugged and pulled and yanked until the wolf huffed and snarled and blew his glue, all while Ronnie with an eye Snapchatted the entire moment, but leaving her face out of it. Rebecca found out, dumped the wolf, and cried for weeks while Ronnie was there to console her. The end.
That was amazing.
That was good. That's the most I've ever laughed on like any of these shows since.
Since I got caught masturbating,
No.
in my defense.
Was it? What the fuck was his name when he was on the show? I forget. Steve. He played your dong.
Steve Convery.
Yeah, I don't want to use his real name.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
When he laughed so hard that he puked.
Oh yeah, on the floor of my basement. Yeah,
dude, that or when you just started talking about it. If you're ever so angry you get an erection.
That has happened.
I think I actually blacked out for a little bit during that.
We'll have to replay that one time since it's been so long.
It was just Rambo talking about how he likes his cheesesteak cut up, and you're just like, you're ever so angry you get an erection.
It was like a terrible motorcycle story. And I'm like, I gotta save this. Hold on. Hold my beer. So that is the story of the Three Little Slam Pigs.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Ow.
I wrote other notes here.
Okay.
Toy Story, but it's about dildos.
Oh my god! And I just watched Toy Story 4, and the one new character's name is Forky, so work with that one. We call it Fucky, okay? That's what I was going with it.
It's amazing.
It is amazeballs.
We think
Like, you could do that where, like, Woody is just an old style,
Like,
just regular dildo, and
you
then
got polished wood.
and then Buzz Lightyear's a
wooden pickle
Oh
daddy.
my god, yeah.
is a fucking rabbit.
You got Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, he's an actual vibrator.
And Bo Peep. Isn't one, Bo Peep? I mean, that kind of works, right? No, I got...
Bo Peep could be a vibrating.
We got the
dong.
Slinky that gets bigger and
Butt
smaller.
plugs. Slinky could be butt plugs.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just had a great one. Mr. Potato Head can just be a cucumber.
Yes.
This writes itself. Let's just fucking film it. Fuck it.
We need
Call that place behind Coco's.
We need an animator. This needs to be an
This
animator.
is live action now.
Alright. Who do I gotta fuck?
Wait, what if we just make like a claymation thing, like a Gumby with
Stunt
just sex
cock.
toys?
Fuck cock.
And just like we overdub them, we try to make their voices.
Okay.
Like how would...
I'm down.
Yeah,
kind of like the Hallmark Christmas Story. We're gonna do it ourselves.
dude, it's mostly written.
It's happening.
It's like literally like 4 pages long already. It's gonna be the greatest Christmas story Delco's ever told, including Silver Linings Playbooks. It's gonna be better than Silver Linings Playbook.
So we have people lined up for that. Should we tell people to message us if they want to be part of the movie?
We need 8 characters. We have about 5 cast.
Oh, you need extras too.
Al has a sex scene with everyone, and he cries during all of them.
Even me?
Yes.
So you're saying
especially you.
You're saying it's very realistic. In my defense,
Yeah.
I thought we were filming a bump fight.
So neither of you guys have any more?
No, I just wrote the one.
I literally wrote the one.
Alright.
I spent all night writing this. One and
It's
a half,
damn fine.
quarter pages.
It's damn fine. Are we at least at 10 o'clock
I
yet?
changed. Yeah, we hit 10 o'clock.
We're only going to get to about 10:10.
It looks like 10:15 will be the end of the show tonight.
Yeah.
No, but like, I rewrote this story at least 5 times. What?
Uncle Spiggy wants to know if the song in the background playing is called Stripper Tears.
No, but my next band fucking is.
Yeah. I can't tell you that.
That's going to be literally the name of, like, at least a song. Stripper Tears.
Beautiful. Beautiful stripper tears.
This one's not good.
I wish I wrote more now. I kind of feel like I let you guys down.
I only wrote one.
I wrote 4, and I'm saving the best one for last.
All right.
This one's not good. I don't like this one. I kind of trailed off in the middle of it. I think I had to poop.
My drugs wore off, so
Yeah.
I started.
I'm only creative on certain substances, and I didn't have them at my disposal today.
Which reminds me, can we all do mushrooms one night?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wait, you guys haven't yet?
I mean, for a show.
Oh, I mean, you guys haven't yet?
I want
That
to
Alice on Westchester Pike's a real story, by the way.
I want to do
I'm
Delco Live.
Alice.
Yeah.
State Road Stacy gave you weed.
No. I would never talk to her.
He's just an eater.
$5, hon.
You've talked to her? You've heard her voice?
Yeah, she used to come around the McDonald's when I was a freshman.
Oh.
I had paid $5. Best gummer I ever got in my entire life.
I meant to incorporate the word gummer into it. I fucking forgot.
Would you like to use the term goo?
This one pretty much has that word.
Okay, good.
This one's not good. It's called Charlie's in the Burger Factory.
Okay.
Charlie's favorite food was Charlie's Burgers. He ate it every day. Do we have the background music? Is it going?
Yeah.
The mood set. The mood set.
Here, I'll start a new one. Just BS.
I need a beverage to, get the
Creative
bass out of my
juices
voice.
going.
Charlie's favorite food was Charlie's Burgers. He ate it every day. It runs in his slow-moving blood, as his parents named him after the diner. Charlie's Burgers is moving from Folsom to another part of Folsom, and needed help carrying the grill out of the original to the new location.
In Folsom. To another part of Folsom. I don't know why I found that so funny, but I did.
It's pretty much all tongue-in-cheek bullshit. They needed help carrying the grill out of the original location to the new location. The burger joint decided to hold a contest that 4 lucky individuals would get the honor of going behind the counter and pulling out the grease-encrusted stove and relocating it. The contest was that in 4 burgers, there would be a golden Suboxone wrapper. The county went into a frenzy. Burgers were flying off the counter as people unwrapped their burgers, finding traditional blue and white Suboxone wrappers, and leaving stuffed but disappointed. The wrong Suboxone wrappers littered the streets of Delco. Delco Times broke the news that Glam Ham, an overweight Tuesday morning breakfast time stripper from Uncle Spiggy's, had gotten the first golden Suboxone wrapper. Charlie's hopes had been cut by a quarter. A repost of a repost of a repost of someone that someone knows in a Delco community Facebook group broke news that Rick from Rick's Sheds had gotten the second of the 4 golden Suboxone wrappers.
Nice.
Hope was running out for Charlie. Delco Live broke the news that the 3rd golden Suboxone wrapper had been claimed by a Nunu, who had traded a Filla hat and a frozen snake for it from someone on the Delco yard page sale. Or yard sale page. Damn it.
Yard page.
The Delco yard sale page.
Somebody's dyslexia kicked in.
Oh, I've had to read 4 of them. Charlie had lost hope. There was only one more golden Suboxone wrapper, and 550,000 people were looking for it. He got home from school, saw a note on the table. His mother had gone to her overnight shift at the Wishy-Washy at 1112 Sampson Avenue. I mean, no, I don't know that address. But his mom had left dinner in the fridge. It was a cold Charlie's burger, a Tahitian treat, and 2 Newports in a napkin. His favorite meal. Charlie unwraps the burger and microwaves it, and behold! The last golden Suboxone wrapper. I've got a golden Suboxone wrapper. I've got a golden Suboxone.
I wish you told me I would have had that song queued up.
Suboxone wrapper. The day of the tour and the grill move comes around. Charlie meets up in the parking lot with Glam Ham from Uncle Spiggy's, Rick from Rick Sheds, and a Nunu from the no-name convenience store. Out rolls a stained carpet, and cartwheeling out is eccentric owner of the burger shop, Dickie Delco, and his tiny Latino helpers, the Spluga Chalupas. Spluga Chalupas, stupidity-doo.
I feel like you should have wrote the music for this, too.
I should have. The tour begins with no issues until Glam Ham is sidetracked and tries to steal a top-secret pack of beef. She is caught and attempts to trade sexual favors for it, but accidentally grinds a Spluga Chalupa to death with a very violent couch dance.
Oh my god.
She's kicked out. The remaining 3 veer off track and get filled in a large vat that is filling with black and white milkshakes. Luckily, Nunu had an extra frozen snake on him to break that vat free of them in time. Dickie Delco is not happy with the crew, and the Spluga Chalupas start keeping a keen eye on them.
I feel like Taco Bell's gonna steal that one.
The
Spluga Chalupas! The semen-filled chalupas, Al!
No, let's put like some hot white cream in there or something.
That's brilliant, Mark. They should do it.
Just chalupa that just comes has a bunch of sour cream in the middle.
Yeah,
Every time you take a
that
bite,
works. You get the sour cream.
It just comes on you.
Or just like a white cheese.
Let's send it to them. Like, why not? Natty Light, stop.
We have the cheddar one now. We can do the Spluga Chalupa.
Spluga Chalupa.
With delicious Monterey Jack cheese in the middle.
That's why I didn't want to print these out at work. If this got stuck in mid-job and someone comes in and fixes it in the morning, they're just like, oh yeah, where's my lobster coming out? Like, what the fuck's a Spluga Chalupa?
Yeah, I feel like they'll take it to Taco Bell and sell it before we can.
Yeah, I'm not letting them fucking get my idea.
Yeah. You leave my Spluga Chalupa alone.
Anyway, the 3 remaining on the tour reach the finance department. Then Rick from Rick Shed sees the numbers they've been selling their burgers for and gets mad, saying that he can make a much better deal since he's the top salesman of all time of sheds in this county's history. Dickie Delco gets mad at the group and kicks them out and hires professional movers like a competent employer. Nunu marries a mainline MILF and gets citizenship. Rick goes on to build his sheds empire, and Charlie goes on to vape professionally and remains a virgin.
That was very good. You said it was
I didn't think it was that good.
I liked it. Spluga Chalupa sold it for me.
Spluga Chalupa.
So think about it. A chalupa shell
Yeah.
with Monterey Jack melted cheese in it, so when you bite it, rip it, it comes gooing out. So it's the Spluga Chalupa shell, and then you just put the normal taco stuff in there. It works.
So it's a chalupa that comes on you, Al.
Yeah, it's a chalupa that comes
Well,
on
don't
you.
they have those balls that come on you? It's the cereal. It's made out of like Fruit Loops or some shit, or no, Fruity Pebbles.
That was the Natty Light cocktail we made.
No, they had one. They were like little balls.
People end up in jail.
And they
for
had
that.
like a sugary cream cheese filling, but it was covered in
Sugary cream cheese filling.
filling.
feeling.
Hold on. I gotta look this up.
You sound like me talking to my therapist. I know sugary cream cheese feeling.
Taco Bell dessert.
I've never ordered dessert from Taco
But
Bell.
I'm
We don't
telling
get
you,
that far.
game changer.
So we pushed the concept of ripping off Willy Wonka and making Spluga Chalupas, which I'm pretty sure is a full-fledged racist term. Like, if someone uses that out of context, oh boy, do I look like Hitler.
It's the caramel apple empanada. Let's see.
I think empanada's there.
I guess at some places. The churro, that's always one they have.
I've never seen one at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell cookie sandwich. Actually, no, it must be outside it.
I love every word of that sentence, but not together.
Hold on. Taco Bell. It's great radio. Dessert. Balls. The fuck's it called?
I hope it knows you typed it in saying balls.
Oh, they're like darn it. Alright, it's not Taco Bell though. What are they? Oh god, I know they have them. Taco Bell. Let's try cereal.
Is this Al confusing his wet dreams for Taco Bell in reality?
Cereal
again?
bites. Cereal, I think this is it.
They're called cereal bites from Taco Bell.
Alright. They're Captain Crunch. Oh, okay, here they are. Taco
And he's
Bell's,
ejaculated on your
So
face.
excited. Here they are.
Taco Bell's new Captain Crunch delights are portable balls of deep fried cereal. But hold on.
And they magically ejaculate on your face. Oh my god, they're real.
Holy shit.
Trying to see if I can get that on the screen.
They sell those?
They did at one point. I don't know if they still do.
The one on McDade?
I think the one in Clifton.
I'll go to either one.
So they're pretty much like balls of like
Yeah, balls.
the berry Captain Crunch berries, and then like the covering in the normal Captain Crunch, but they're deep fried and they have like an icing filling, whatever you want to call it, like a cream cheese icing filling. They are delicious.
The Spluga.
Like if you made that in a chalupa shape, it would be the
Spluga chalupa.
Yeah,
Spluga chalupa.
and it's made of Captain Crunch berries. Don't tell me that doesn't sound delicious right now.
I'd eat some of them balls.
So you would take some of those balls in your mouth at any moment in time.
I Spluga chalupa.
Bama.
Bama. We want Spiggies versus Anuno in the next Delco boxing event. Speaking of, so you mentioned we talked about this earlier today. It was supposed to be Lenny Dykstra versus the Bagel Dude.
So they Dykstra back in jail.
Dykstra has a lawsuit going against the law firm that represented him in the lawsuit against the jail where he got beat up.
You mean when he pulled a gun on the Uber driver?
No.
Response to it?
When he was in jail not too long ago, he was in jail for a while. He got jumped, and he sued the jail for not protecting him and saving him from being jumped.
That claim better not over my fucking desk.
So, I guess something happened with the lawsuit he lost.
New Jersey.
So I have no idea what it was at.
Fuck, I'm on my desk.
And so he has a new law firm suing the lawyers that represented him, saying they didn't represent him well enough.
And they didn't know this till 4 days before the fight.
So they said that
think
the fight was gonna be too much of a distraction for him. So they had
because of his other stuff that he does during the day.
Yeah.
What could not?
No, it's cool, man. You know, lose your teeth for 7 hours, do a bunch of blow, tweet about how you're trying to bang hookers. Just don't get in that fight.
It sounds like he would lose. He got beat up in jail.
So yeah, but he's not even beating up he's not suing the jail. He's suing the lawyers that didn't keep him from going into jail. Is that correct?
He's suing
You do that. You can sue.
No,
yeah,
he's
for
suing
improper
the
defense, yeah.
he's suing the lawyers.
But you got to prove that they went out of their way to like.
You can prove that it was negligent.
He's suing the lawyers that represented him in the case against the jail for not protecting him.
Okay, and then of course who's suing in now for? They already have a change. I thought it was going to be
a guy who literally went to jail for stabbing someone on Christmas like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Delco Jesus was going to be stepping in for this.
Nah, I didn't get the call. They
Do you
got
think you could
Screech.
take Burger Boss or whatever?
Bagel
Bagel
Boss?
Boss? Yeah, dude.
Yeah, my whole goal for that was I wanted to back him up into a corner because of the video where he's like, you're not my dad, you're not my boss, and you're not my God. And I was going to back him into a corner and just start yelling, I'm your dad,
No,
I'm your boss.
No. This is what you do. You throw him into the corner with his back facing out. Then you start having sex with him and say, I am not your dad. I am not your boss. I am not your God.
I don't know why I'd have sex with him.
Well,
I was going to punch on him while I said those things.
No, that's sexual assault. That's not covered by the New Jersey fighting like bullshit.
Oh, okay. Well, it was the 300.
Is that from 300?
Yeah, remember when she has sex with the guy to get his vote? Or to get him to sway the votes?
Yeah.
And he says, you're not my queen. You're not my wife, or whatever.
You could yell, I am your dad, I am your boss, I'm your Delco Jesus.
I think that's a
Humble.
great song. You just wrote right there.
It's basically just a Kid Rock song.
No, I was going to say like more of a Nirvana song. Little Nirvana's tune to that. That
Yeah,
wouldn't be
okay.
too bad.
Okay.
That, at least if you're going to do that, if she falls on the ground, you should at least teabag him once and or twice.
Yeah, definitely.
Give him the Spluga Chalupa.
Good old Spluga Chalupa.
Oh, that'd be a big... Dude,
How do you like this spicy dick?
I would wail on him. I just can't stand that dude.
He bothers me so
know.
much.
No, I've
Maybe
seen
he's a nice dude.
like 3 videos with him in it. I'm like, he's a whiner and a complainer. He blames everybody because girls take advantage of me, people take advantage of me, it all based off because this guy kept getting asked how tall he was every time he walked into a bagel place.
Yeah.
And he started a fight, and some dude literally there's a video like picks him up by his neck and just choke
Yeah,
slams him
it
to
was
hell. It's amazeballs.
My favorite is he talked about how much he ruined his life, and he ended up living in a van down by the river.
Oh my god!
And I was dying. He's like, I live in a fucking van down by the river. And I was like, did you really just say that?
It's like, that's been done, dude. Stop trying to change your fucking catchphrase.
Yeah, he's such a tool. Like I don't feel bad for him at all. And apparently he was on some radio show in New York, kind of like a Preston Stevie type radio show up in New York. The day before he was on the radio show, he did a video trying to, like, I guess, get more views and all that stuff, and went on some tirade. And towards the end of the tirade, kind of either got very sexist or racist or both. And, like, he kept saying their names. I'm going to go on there, and they're supporting me, and blah, blah, blah. So they let him still come and do the interview, and before they said it, before you say anything, they bombard this guy and say, our lawyers are going to be reaching out to you. That video should come down. You're a scumbag. And he's just sitting there going, yeah, well, you can have your opinion. I get it. With a stupid New York, New Jersey accent. Yeah, I get it. You got I'll take it down, no problem, bro. He's like, I'm not your bro. I hate your face. Like they were
I'm not your bro. I am your dad. I am your boss. Yeah. I am your god.
Yes. Oh my god.
They missed a golden opportunity there.
And the best was when he was telling everyone,
I have sex with wife. I have to write that.
It's a weird first line to say to your wife while banging her.
Yeah.
I'm not your dad.
So this isn't weird now.
Yeah.
No, my favorite was when he was doing the one interview and he was like, I'm just out here standing up for the little guy. I'm pretty much the new Martin Luther King Jr. And I was like, holy fucking shit, did he really just say
he
that?
did. Like this guy, like I could do a whole like just watch videos. Like I do a whole 30-minute segment on how much of the guy. He's one person I do not feel bad for. And at first, like somebody started this. Like this isn't real. But this guy thinks he's like, standing up for rights of little people who are shorter. Not little people like midgets or whatever you want to call them, but like people who are just short.
Should we take him to Midgetville and drop him off and be like, we found one?
Let's paint him like a spooga chalupa.
A spluga.
Wait, did I ever tell you about my idea that I'd get in so much trouble for, but I think it'd be hilarious? Like, I'd go to jail
Is it
for
something
the
that
rest
can be
of
on
my
the
life.
air?
Is it something that can be said on the air?
Yes, because I'm never going to do it. So I've always wanted to kidnap about 30 midgets, right?
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I feel like you should have been saying this already.
I feel like this is already DQ'd us, but
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna kidnap
Call
like
them little people.
a bunch of little people.
Okay.
Bunch of little people, right? Kidnap them, dress them up as Oompa Loompas,
Spluga chalupas.
Chalupas, give them a bunch of acid, put them in 2 vans, and drop them off in a city somewhere, and just make them run out on acid, because they'll just run around crazy, and it'll cause mass hysteria.
A lot of thought for a little bit of gain in that, if any at all, outside of
Multiple felonies.
multiple felonies.
Multiple.
Drugs.
It'd be 30
Kidnapping. Kidnapping
30
is punishable by death.
That's 30 counts of kidnapping.
Yeah.
Well,
and
actually
drugging
it's
them.
15. Cause
And the possession of the drugs.
You only
And
have
distributing the drugs.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot.
I said it's only 15 counts of kidnapping.
That's nowhere near as sane as making tacos that ejaculate on you.
Not ejaculate on you. Just
Guess
have
we're
a
back
gooey
to-
substance that falls into your mouth while you eat it.
Or your chin.
Back to the
Yeah, well, you got the-
Chalupas.
Dude, that just tell me it doesn't sound delicious right now. A chalupa shell
That's-
full of melty Monterey
that
Jack
ejaculates
cheese.
on you.
And it has to be Jack cheese because it's Jack
It's
cheese.
jacking, yeah.
And then the taco stuff in the middle. That's delicious. It's not my fault it looks like something gooed on your face.
I'd eat it.
So
Yeah.
Dustin Diamond, by the way,
That's actually how his last date started and ended.
Taco Bell and then
No, I'll eat it.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Oh, wow.
Uncle Spiggy says they call them wee ones to be politically correct.
The weird ones.
Dustin Diamond's badass, by the way. I saw him on Celebrity Boxing at least twice, dude, and he's fucking tough.
This guy is really small. Like, I don't really see...
He's 5 foot tall.
I don't even think he's 5.
No, he's 5. They
Okay.
like to ask him about
I'd
it.
put Dustin Diamond at 5'10", but he
Actually, they asked him about it. Isn't that why he got in the fight in the first
Yeah,
place?
the interview-
literally, the fight was about... They kept... It's a bagel shop. Like, I thought it was the bagel boss was kind of like the cake boss. Like, maybe a guy made bagels and it had...
There is a Bagel Boss. That's why he's not allowed to use the name Bagel Boss anymore.
I
He
thought
has
it was
to-
bagel boss guy.
yeah, he had to change. He was at one point going by Bagel Guy, and then he's Bagel Boss Guy because he could say Bagel Boss Guy.
Why don't they just call him short guy with a shitty looking
Attitude.
life?
Yeah.
Like he's a guy. Like he is the guy who is probably the underdog that you're going to root against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want.
It's like Tom Brady playing against the New England Patriots playing against like Wake Forest.
Except he
I
never
want
wins.
extreme violence in this fight. Like I'm glad Dustin Diamond's in it because like he.
It better not be like, oh well, you know, Dustin Diamond, we're having to take a fall for this because we want to make this interesting.
No, I want to see them actually fight.
I want to see him pound his face into the ground. So maybe this is our next guest. I don't know. Maybe we can make that happen.
Yeah, I'll make some calls.
I can make either one. The bagel guy.
All right, I'll get in a knife fight with Dustin Diamond, but it can only be on Christmas.
That sounds reasonable.
That's what he went to jail for.
Did he?
He stabbed someone on like Christmas 10 years
ago. It was like at a club on Christmas.
Yeah.
Or New Year's. Was it
and his
New Year's?
like mugshot was him just looking like, yeah, I fucking did it. And I'll do it again. I was like, all right, I like this.
Where's Lisa Turtle?
I remember the whole story. It was like in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I could tell you like a lot of shit about
Wasn't it like a nightclub or something?
Yeah.
I remember it. We covered it on
I think we did.
RDR.
Yeah.
It was like one of our Christmas or after Christmas
shows. It was one of my
favorite.
favorite celebrity stories to cover besides Andy Dick.
Oh my god.
My hero.
Is that when he was like riding around on a bike stealing people's purses and jewelry and stuff?
Yep.
Hi, I'm Andy Dick. Yoink. Like that's all I'm imagining happening.
Because it's like you're just gonna be all you can say that is, hey, Andy Dick just stole my necklace.
I don't know. I'm not even mad. I'm laughing about the situation.
Yeah,
like I'm like imagining like me picking up my phone, like calling the cops. Oh my god, you guys won't believe this.
And the cops just go like, he's been dead for years.
Yeah.
There's no way that was Andy Dick.
No. That's just his career.
Yeah.
We have a few more minutes till 10:30. Who you got left for us?
Cliff Durella.
Cliff Durella. I'm guessing
Durella.
this has to revolve around Clifton.
You know, it's the setting.
It's the
setting. It's not just all, flannel and fucking Rams and shit. No.
Do it. No. Read it.
I want to take a sip. Kill some time. Pipe it up. Get the music going. Cliff Durella. Who wrote the original Cinderella?
Something more epic?
I don't know. Whatever. The ultimate underdog story. Cliff
Who
Durella.
wrote the... I don't know. Who writes half these
Christian
stories?
Anderson, I think, wrote like all of them.
Like, I think he just made them into a book.
The Brothers Grimm wrote a bunch. Brothers Grimm wrote this one.
Okay.
They did.
They are messed up. We actually probably should have read some of the originals, and then read our versions.
I did. I read a couple of them.
Like the originals, where they're all dark. Like
Cinderella,
people die, the gingerbread man,
rip
like
their feet off and shit.
Yeah, they eat people, and they're not all homeless.
I tried to make a Hansel and Gretel one, but it's about me eating homeless people. Yeah. We'll have to wait till after
We
the
can do
election.
that when we do the porn. It kind of kills two birds, one stone.
Yes.
What, the Toy Story with sex toys?
No, just
Oh.
I have a whole list of Holbrook-based porn. Oh, I'm going to hype you up. You're going to be literally a category on Pornhub. It's going to be Holbrook, and you're going to click on it, Hollywood Holbrook, and it's going to be you somehow involved. And sometimes it could just be you walking in the background while people are doing it, going and just walking by. But some of it's going to be you banging homeless people.
With my lasting power, it would pretty much have to be a Vine collection.
Well, it's just a thumbnail.
Yeah.
You know how you click on the thumbnail, but actually it doesn't do anything. It just runs the thumbnail.
Yeah. It should be one of those things that says like uncover video, and then as soon as you click uncover video, it's like, trust me, you don't want this uncovered.
You keep clicking on it like,
Yeah.
no, I want to see this. No,
Like, no, you don't.
No, you don't want to do it.
Don't.
Have you guys seen the dumb things that are now getting covered on Facebook that shouldn't be? Like you'll see like a meme and it'll be like, oh, it's too graphic, and then like you unclick it and it's just a meme of 4 black boxes and it just says Helen Keller's story time. And it's like, why was that covered?
But no, we all know Facebook has jumped the shark with being overly sensitive and being overly restrictive. We watch this live on Facebook. Like it's gotten to that point. We've seen it with my other stuff that we do, like just something that has nothing to do with anything, but because it mentions something that might fall into a possible,
This episode's getting canned because he said the M word.
What? Midget?
Yeah. Oh god, now you said it.
Oh, I said midget earlier.
Might as well just throw a fucking
What
swastika on
hold
this
on.
episode now.
Is a midget? Is that considered something?
You're not really supposed to use it.
But don't they use it? Like I've heard, like
They use it amongst each other, but only they can use it.
TV.
It's their word, Al.
Yeah.
I'm not dropping a hard N or anything. Like it's
He's dropping a hard M.
dropping a hard. No, but I've heard like use it on TV. Like it's nothing.
I don't think.
I thought it was like one of the ones that people
can.
they can say it's okay.
It's little people, I guess. I don't know.
I-
Which, by the way, sounds more
Look,
common.
I was going to say that this sounds like you sound like you're less than a person.
That's true.
I would if I'm a smaller individual, I think I would rather be called a midget than a little person. How about vertically challenged?
I mean, I guess.
Like, all right, so say a small person walked into the studio right now, sat between you. All right, we need to get somebody on this show. We need a. I don't know what to call them now. You've literally tied my hands.
Look, I'm not the
what
one
to
who
call
writes
They're
this
definitely little
bullshit.
people because
Alright,
they have the show Big Little People, Big World.
Yeah, but that's saying little people. You're not calling.
It's not like midgets in the atmosphere. Like you can't call it that.
I've seen that. Great porn.
They call it midget porn.
Oh, there's midget
Like
porn.
I'm just dead.
Yeah, but it's also porn. I mean, they don't call it.
Yeah, they don't call it little people porn.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm.
And
confused.
it wasn't Bridget the little person. It was Bridget the midget.
Well, that just works.
Yeah,
You can't not be Bridget,
marketing.
be a midget, and not use Bridget the midget.
She died.
Did she?
I'm pretty sure she died recently.
Oh, speaking of midget porn, Vern Troyer's sex tape is one of the most impressive feats I've seen in the history of
Like the
humanity.
original one, like the one from like 10, 15 years ago.
Mini-Me? I don't know how long ago. Yeah, it probably was about that long ago. Number one.
I think we were still in high school when it came
The
out.
chick is legitimately like a 30 out of 10. She's absolutely
Carrie
gorgeous.
Kennedy said, "Little people bill doesn't work."
Oh, true that.
Little
Yeah.
people what?
By the way, we got our state representative to acknowledge that Midgetville is real and said it on live TV.
He said midget, didn't he?
He did?
And I think he did.
That's why he might have gotten voted out.
The little vote.
Yeah, he lost by the littlest of
The
margins.
littlest. See what we did there.
What were we saying? The Vern Troyer sex tape. Dude, I swear to God. The chick is gorgeous. Probably one of the most attractive women I've ever seen. And number one, his dong, not midget affected. It
I know that
is
dude's
a
packing
full-size dong. And because he's so tiny, he has the greatest center of gravity, and he just can pump,
I'm just
man.
imagining like if you're looking over like her head, you see like boobs, and then just his head and him going.
It's like a baby trying to head back in, dick first.
Ah.
But dude, he can thrust and pump, dude. He has like it's like a fucking like rabbit, like fucking on ecstasy, dude. It is interesting.
There is.
I clapped. I legitimately
There
clapped.
is
at the end
like
of
a comedian who is a midget who like his wife is like he tells stories about it all the time. It's hilarious.
She's like a black belt in jiu-jitsu or something.
yeah, like
that,
it's
or
crazy.
Kai.
Oh my god, this
Taekwondo.
is crazy.
it. Is it the Vern
It's only
Troyer
like
sex tape?
22 seconds of it.
Oh no, it's full length.
No, I'm trying. It's on TMZ.com.
The Vern Troyer sex tape.
Yeah.
The chick's gorgeous, right?
I mean, it's hard to really see. It's really,
Oh, dude, that's not the one I've seen. She's like perfect, and she's having a great time, and everyone had a great
his
time.
head, not to be an asshole, but looks fake. Like somebody made him or has a mask on. That's just them
He had a
kissing.
disease,
Yeah, it's just them
but
kissing.
he could thrust.
That boy could throw. 2008
Okay,
is the IMDb on the Vern Troyer sex tape.
I love that there's an IMDb for his sex tape.
The Vern Troyer sex tape, 2008. Adult short. A Blade
Ah, what a pun!
A Blade Runner must pursue and terminate 4 replicants who stole a ship in space and have returned to Earth to find their creator.
Nah, there's a homemade one.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if that was just something somebody put in IMDb or is that.
This nice started with talking about porn comments.
That's how
Yeah,
how you know you made
I
it when
can
there's
see
an
the-
IMDb
I can
for
see
your
the
sex
girl
tapes.
now. All right, here's a picture of her. I'm trying to find the video.
I think it was like his actual real life girlfriend in the one I've seen.
Might be. I mean, he was in Austin Powers. How do you not have sex?
And he's got
with him?
buku box, man.
You think so?
He died, but
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
he died of being
Now I feel
tiny.
bad that I'm gonna watch.
I don't. That dude went out. That dude had a great life.
Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. All right. I know this makes great radio, but I gotta see this.
What?
Oh my god, it's just so funny.
Get the play-by-play.
It's just him humping.
Yeah, dude, he's thrusting like a champ.
Yeah, like, but he's face level with her boobs.
Yeah. She's hot, right?
Yeah, like he can't even reach his boobs. His forehead reaches the boobs.
Yeah, she does the work on her titties, but I mean, like, he's fucking...
It literally looks like a baby having sex with her. It's kind of
It's a
weird.
baby trying to head back in dick first.
That's what's creeping me out about this.
You get used to it. You start to root for it. It's like Rudy, but better because Notre Dame's trash.
Hold on. Midget porn makes me sneeze.
spooking and chunking and blowing.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'll tell you exactly what it is. Tugged, pulled, and yanked until the wolf huffed, snarled, and blew his glue. If you want to be exact.
That's awesome.
Oh, shit. Where'd it go? I lost it. So much porn. Oh, here it is. Keep going. I feel like I'm only...
We've got Cliff Dorella. That's the only thing remaining.
Dude, he just...
It's like a jackrabbit.
It's like... It looks like one of those little toys. Like, remember KB where, like, the toys would be right out front?
Yes.
And it would be on, and the dog would be doing flips, and then...
Yes.
Like, it just worked out into it. He's like, get up. But, like, he's using his tiny little hands telling her to shift up.
I can't eat a Whopper. I got tiny hands.
But he won't show his ding-dong.
It's normal sized. Man, it's like, it's normal sized. Little man, average dong.
So that makes it look better.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's like an ant, how an ant can carry 10... Yeah. Yeah.
How do you not laugh at that? I mean, I'm not trying to be a
It's
dick,
not
but-
quite the one I remember, but that's definitely it.
Oh my god. That is sick.
Oh, this is great radio, but I mean, I guarantee if you're at home, trust me. Just
You're signing out to come back. Please just come back in. That's all we ask.
Yeah.
Do you think they ever roleplay where he tried to go back into a vagina?
Seems like
Just head first. Just
Yeah.
I'm going in.
it would seem.
If they
Like,
have like a birthing kind of thing?
it would seem like a reasonable idea to do at this point.
That's like the Yo
We're
Mama
talking-
joke where it's like Yo Mama's so fat.
No, I
Jesus.
think it would be funny though if they role played and he dressed up like an NBA basketball player, and
She dressed up like Mini-Me?
no, and he just had sex with her, and he just kept saying like things NBA basketball players. would say, like,
not in this house.
yeah,
No,
slam. Thunk! But he had that squeaky voice, so that'd be the hard. Like, if I'm a girl and I'm having sex, like I think I can get past the small part, like being smaller. Like I can get, especially if his penis is within average range. But I think like when he starts going, yeah, I'm gonna spank your little hiney. I don't know why I sound like Michael Jackson there.
And why is he choosing that vocabulary?
I don't know, I don't know.
I think you thought way too into
Because
this.
his parents always said that he's not allowed to use that kind of language until he gets bigger.
Oh.
Dude, that's messed up.
Yeah.
When those big that show you're talking about, there was the one where like they had like the two midget parents had a full grown normal
Son,
size
yeah, the
adult.
one.
Oh, the girl, the one I saw.
Yeah, no, it's the boy and girl. There's twins. One of the boys is normal size. The one is a little person, and then the girl is normal size.
Do you think like they fought when they were young and go,
And-
ah?
And then the one twin that's little,
Little Twin
he-
was his rap name. Of
Yeah.
yeah, little twin. He married a normal size girl, and they
Little
had a
Uzi
baby.
Midge.
And I don't know if he had dwarfism or not.
Because he had dwarfism. He was like a dwarf.
Isn't that what? Is dwarf considered a good thing to call them?
That's their medical term. It's
That's
dwarfism.
the medical. But do they want to be called like I don't walk around like, oh, dude, I was just in the back of the bar with some chicken. She gave me awesome fellatio. Like that's the medical term. I don't use it.
Just saying that's the medical
Dude,
term.
I'm going out to like climaxing.
Yeah. We had sodomy last night.
I'm gonna eat some vulva.
Uncle Spiggy said, Al, if you want to try out the We One lifestyle, we've got a futu.
Futon?
Yeah, that's what they meant to say. Frame without a mattress.
Oh God. All right, I guess. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm interested now. I would love to have a small person on the show now. I want to make that sometime in the next few months. I want to know. I just want to. I'm too inquisitive for my own good.
Doug Alive interviews a midget.
Yeah, like seriously. But
Groundbreaking radio.
I went to a wedding one time and I
So
sat
go
next to
little.
a girl who used to be a guy, but she was gorgeous. So I had to ask a lot of questions. I asked like 40 questions, but she was really
He only asked one question over and over again. Did you get it removed?
no. I know she did.
I think you just said, yo, would you bang a midget?
What's your stance on midget sex?
I used to be a guy. Yeah, would you bang a midget?
No, but seriously, like, I was just sitting there, like,
Do you have any ham?
and she was really cool because she was a she by then, like, fully medically a she. But like I'm
That's
saying,
good. You ever heard of the chalupa filled with the taco?
yes, I did ask her about that.
Did you accidentally call? I don't know. I can't even say it on the show anymore. We can't say Lock and Tacos anymore.
Why not?
Sponsors or some shit.
No, that's Lock a Taco.
Lock and Tacos.
I mean, I think if I was going to start a taco food truck, it'd be called Lock and Tacos.
A chick asked me recently, she said, hey, we should go taco hunting soon. And I just started laughing, and I was like, you do not want to know why I find that funny.
What does she mean by it?
I don't know.
Well, she just wanted to go look for the best taco?
I think that's what she was going for.
But you were like, no, I'm going to eat your pooch.
Wow.
Oh.
The Spluga Chalupa.
Yes.
Eat your Spluga Chalupa.
Cliftorella.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Sorry, I got off on the little people sex.
Prop that out.
Literally
I
and
want that
figuratively.
line.
I want that as a soundbite that we can play at any point.
I want that as your ringtone.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got off on little people porn. Oh, that's Al. He's locked out.
In my defense, bum fights were on. Give him the pigeon board.
When we do the election thing, there should be one scene where there's literally an orgy and little people fighting in the background, and we act like it's nothing out of the ordinary.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
We're here about the
the things that matter.
the things that matter. We want to talk about this. But sir,
Cliftorella.
this is gonna be the last one, right? Yeah, okay.
'Twas a bright, late summer Friday, right before Irish weekend. Cliftina was at home, and being bullied by her 3 older stepsisters, Ashley, Nicole, and Amanda, or any generic Delco names.
My original story had 2 of those names. in it.
Yep. For her stepsisters all had the same father, and were living off his pension as he was paid out from losing his job at Kmart. Cliftina was not so lucky and had no money, because she works for tips in Sharon Hill. Cliftina's older stepsisters all had tickets to the local hair metal band Cinderella's reunion concert that night at Tom and Jerry's, with Crown of Earth opening for them. Her sisters brag about how they would be the ratchiest thoughts on the dance floor, something Cliftina always dreamed of being, but could never compete with those squallies, being unable to buy the hottest in skank attire like Dino Stompers, apple-bottom jeans, and Walmart cashier giant earrings. Cliftina prayed and wished upon a gunshot or firework that she heard from an alley near North Madison Avenue. And out of nowhere appeared a fairy spotted lanternfly. Instead of killing it like a responsible member of the community, she asked it to make her the thirstiest smut in South Delco. The fairy spotted lanternfly began speaking to Cliftina because she was having delirium tremens from Suboxone withdrawal. He turned her perfectly fine jeans into the most ripped pieces of denim a Ridley bar has ever seen. He puffed out her hair and shaved off the side of it so she could look like the edgiest person who's ever walked into and out of a Hot Topic. Her stepsisters had already left and were pre-gaming with White Claws and Pinnacle vodka at their friend's dealer's house. Cliftina was going to be late, and we all know Cinderella opens with Nobody's Fool, and you can't miss that. The fairy-spotted lanternfly used his magic to turn Noah, the orange cat everyone is about in Clifton, into the nicest Uber chariot anyone has ever seen. A 2014 Toyota Yaris, driven by a Middle Eastern man simply named Q. Q caught every green light of McDade and got Cliftina to Tom and Jerry's just in time. After paying the $5 cover, she walked in and was the thought of the ball. Cliftina, who was always told wasn't ratchet enough to go to South Delco bars, was now the flat butt and weird butthole that all the thirsty purrs wanted to grind against. There was the coolest 53-year-old in the music scene, the weird uncle that no one in the family invites to barbecues anymore, making his way over to her. All the middle-aged divorcees lusted for him, but in this magical moment, Prince Narcan was making his way over to Cliftorella.
Prince Narcan?
He grinded up on her flat butthole during smash hits like Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone and Gypsy Road. In her one true moment to win over Prince Narcan, she was about to give him the old dumpster dive HEJ. But
wait. The dumpster dive HEJ?
Yeah.
What's an HEJ?
HEJ.
Oh, it's just a hand job.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an HEJ.
I thought you said letter E-J.
No.
Okay, sorry.
The hand job. The old dumpster dive HEJ. But she looked at her Obama phone and realized it was already 11:40 p.m.
She needed to get back home before midnight, for her ankle monitor would go off at the strike of 12. She had lied to her PO, saying she would be working at Big Lou's Sharon Hill Seafood until 11:30, and then heading straight home.
Love the plugs.
As she was about to pump her way into the heart of Prince Narcan, she darted out of Tom and Jerry's in hysterics, leaving behind a ripped piece of her Von Dutch juicy sweatpants. Prince Narcan was devastated and blue-balled, for this could have been his perfect fourth wife.
Feel bad for him.
He had few memories of the evening because he slammed 19 Bud Ices and 11 shots of tequila, which he obnoxiously calls tequila. He searched all over the aging rock circuit for the one who got away. He put out a Craigslist personal ad, and Cliftina's stepsister saw it. They responded saying they were the ripped piece of Von Dutch juicy sweatpants, even though they damn well knew they weren't. They went to meet up with him, and he said all he remembered was what her hand felt like. The three took turns a-jayin', and none of their hands were the ones from that.
Turns a-jayin'?
They took turns a-jayin', but none of them were the one of that passionate moment near the meat carving station to the right of the stage at Tom and Jerry's. In walked Cliftina, in her slightly ripped Von Dutch juicy sweatpants, looking as ratchet as ever, and began cranking on Prince Narcan's crank. Prince Narcan knew it was her. They fell in love. She disobeyed her parole for multiple DUIs, and he had a cocaine-induced heart attack while listening to Motley Crue. And they lived Delco-ly ever after.
That was beautiful. Ratchet cranked on his crank. I like it.
She wanted to be the ratchiest one in South Delco, and for one night it came true.
Alright guys, thanks for joining us tonight. We're going to end the show right now. Remember, Marty McGee's is having Oktoberfest October 3rd through the 6th. Check it out on Facebook. They have so many things going on. Bands, I think pro eating contest again. Just it's a whole weekend of just awesomeness. You'll see us there. We'll be there throughout the weekend. But also John Morton's, amazing roast beef, Tumble In, great sports bar, great food in there as well. Get some great cheeseburgers. Wings are delicious there as well.
Love the wings.
They're going on Uber Eats soon, and we've got a special behind-the-scenes documentary of them filming.
We call it a rockumentary.
Oh, no, we call it a meat-tumentary because it's all meat-related, basically.
You get the meat sweats just watching it.
Meat-tumentary?
I went on a special assignment, interviewed the professional photographer they hired to record glamour shots of their food. And it's as Delco as it fucking
Think
sounds.
about that for a second. Like, if you could be like, you're at a bar, you're picking up a chick. She's like, oh, what do you do? Glamour shots of food.
I make food look really good.
Dude, and he fucking did.
Yeah.
Because I used, like, my shitty Obama phone to film him doing it. And, like, you gotta see, like, the light that, like, comes out of this. The natural light. It was literally
The natural
awesome.
light?
No, yeah, and not my kind of natural light.
Yeah.
Like, they put it in front of a window, and it's just like, oh, this is the peak hour, and the angles, and, you know, garnishing it with this so the green offsets the red, and, oh, boy, man. Their food's already a 10, now it's going to be a 20 out of 10.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys, we get there. Check it out. Tell them Delco Live sent you. And we'll see you guys in a couple weeks. And also, we'll have that video probably before then.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you guys later, and we'll have, if you liked our fairy tales, I'm actually going to try to clip them out individually and put them out there, each fairy tale. And if you guys like them, share them and let everybody know. Anything else you guys want to say?
No, Delco on, Delco.
Stay Delco.